Hmm. A bunch of little flowers. Man, we had a thunderstorm today. Heavy wind. It only lasted like 30 seconds to 2 minutes. Tore 2 branches off the maples. 2 more, because the maple's been beaten up ever since we got here. When we got here at Majestic, it's been beat up ever since. And the weather has gotten worse. My fence, 2 pieces got blown out. Only because, though, there was a relatively young tree. And for trees, I'd say it's about 60 years old. And it was already leaning against the fence, and I was okay with that. But when that wind came down, man, that's what it did. It ripped out all the cinder blocks. The fence held on best it could, but the cinder blocks gave out and everything. I'll show you shortly. Daytime pictures. All the windows, well, not all of them, but some of the windows are open, so I can hear them. She's calling me. Dog wars. If they're the same size and they grew up together, nobody gets hurt. If they're going to get themselves hurt, they would have done it when they were kids. Got satisfaction on the trash problem. I'm right on the borderline of the other township. On that side, the road that you gotta drive on to get to my lane is the borderline. On my side of that road, recycling is not required. And I'd be happy, totally happy to separate it for them, at least the cans, Beer cans, I'll put them all in one barrel for you. You get 1 barrel every 2 weeks. If it doesn't cost me anything and you make a profit, I'm happy to do that. Anyway, seems how it's not required on my side of that road. The new driver, according to the administration or managers, did not know that and thought that because there were a lot of beer cans that was recycling and you don't want to throw that into the regular trash if somebody's making a profit. And I totally agree on that. So I was like, okay, I understand. It's all good. They're going to come pick it up tomorrow. Yeah, cool. That phone call happened early in the day. About an hour later, 3 hours later, we get home and we get her car, new car, well, it isn't new, it's 12 years old, 2006, yeah, 14 years old. In car time, that's pretty old. It still looks fabulous. Yeah, it is 14. Really good. No, I can't, because 2014 was 14, so it had to be 2000. Yeah, I'm drunk, right? I'm figuring it out. 2006 and 6 is 2012. So it's 8 years old. Anyway, she doesn't want to do anything she don't want to do. If she can find a way for somebody else to do it, shit, I'll do that. So ended up getting online with Progressive, and even I had problems with it because the pink paper with all the details about your temporary registration and all that, the VIN number was printed right at the bottom of the line, so you could barely understand what the fuck anything was. But we still managed to get her insurance transferred, and they said it cost an extra $10 to put you on the policy. And because it's a Cobalt and not a Prius, 2003 Prius versus a 2006 Cobalt, you're going to save $50. Cool. $10 a month, hey, $10 not wasted is $10 we can spend on something else. Or save, you know. Depends on what kind of projects you got going on, what your situation in life is. All in the head, right? Yeah. Hole in one behind the big one. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Then, like 10 minutes after that, after that hailstorm, I'm wondering, every time there's a thunderstorm, don't do that again. My tree didn't lose no limbs on that one, but a lot of people lost a lot. Today, that one lost 2 more. My big maple has been getting beat up ever since we got here. It was majestic when we got here. Now it's looking like half its head's been shaved off. Ain't a mohawk. It's mohawk gone. The rest of the stuff hanging around. But like I said, there was a smaller tree leaning against my fence. I got to give the fence credit. It really did a good job. It held on, and the cinder blocks didn't. Cement, I must have not have done a good job cementing. But, the whole thing, 2 panels. Had a plum tree right next to it that I was wondering was going to make it. It wasn't doing well. Well, it ain't got a chance now. You know, snapped at the base. 2 panels fell right on top of it. So I gotta fix that, but as long as the tree's got leaves and it's not such an annoyance, the highway behind us. But I got a big ass tree that already, its neighbor fell down and missed us by 2 foot. So I'm definitely going to use those cinder blocks to build a big barrier between my house and it. We ain't a big fancy house, it's my house. And it keeps me warm, keeps me cool, keeps me dry. It is my house, and I don't need a tree falling on it. If I can do anything about it. Without being gaudy, you know. It ain't gaudy because I'm in the back. Putting a big cinder block, yeah, I wouldn't do that for the tree in front. If that fell, it might still hit the house. Most likely it's going to give up a limb here and there like the maple has. Maple lost a whole arm. Well, it was a fucking octopus or a squid, yeah, the first year we were here. Started digging up the garden, well, one piece of the garden. Got some new flowers we're going to set up. It's only good for 6 to 7 months, but it's nice while it is. Did a lot of washing. Still drying the last bit. Rugs, my bed, quilts and sheets, lots of rugs. Bathroom rugs, kitchen rugs. There's more than one of those each. All the other clothes vacuumed. You know, if she didn't have a sore foot, she wouldn't be doing it, but definitely not going to be doing it with a sore foot. So that had to get done. Yeah, and when the thunderstorm was happening, I was like, oh shit! My umbrella, it's already lost 2 spokes. I wasn't around at the time to take it down, and I wasn't aware that it was going to be a thunderstorm. Either sleeping or not here, and 2 spokes busted. I need to replace it eventually, anyhow, but nonetheless. It's still useful. So, I ran out and grabbed it right when it was being taken away and took it down before it was destroyed. So it busted another one. In order to do that, you had to move the table over there, and all the plants are here. And when I chop down that tree, everything has to move because that tree's going to fall right there, including this. She had a $200 medical bill today just for drugs. She was expecting to be about 120, but not quite. They said you might be in a donut hole. Better cough up some money and end up there if you ain't got none. But we're still trying to get the driveway done next week. Well, I know it can be done, but it's just a question of whether or not we're going to do it or not. Tomorrow she's got to go to the eye doctor. She's reached a stage, according to the numbers, now she needs to get a needle in the eye, like, going on every other week, it seems like. I'm sure it's not, but I'm sure it seems that way, too. Oh, my God. What? Down the last couple of seconds. Now, I got wet feet, and when the window's open, I hear her all the better. But I hate the humidity and the wind damage, but overall, I prefer summer to winter. Hands up. Hands up. Yeah.